Right, we are live with Dodgy Cam. If you are just tuning in, that little mark on my screen is a cracked screen. So, we're gonna spin a bad boy. Give me a little bit of time to get used to it. I'm gonna have to legitimately check my flaming seats on that. These are the things you have to do, guys. You're gonna get to see a lot of me coke. happy Monday. What's happening, crypto fam? I'm not gonna see, and in fact, shall I wait for someone to come in? Sup, Eli, sorry. I'm a little reluctant with what to do. Let me show you. Because do you know what? It's not even that bad. See that little glare line? The little glare mark. I've got a cracked screen. A lot of coke, mate. I drink coke like I'm mad head. If it's not cappuccino, it's coke. I'm just going to do it from self-care because then I can at least still see your comments. That little thing there, if there's someone there, it's glaring on my cracked screen. It'll be sorted in a few days. Defi Fomo, mate. Mate, let me get sorted here because I'm a bit unprepared this morning. I'm wounded with that screen. That is ill with that. Morning, everyone. This is madness today. Absolute madness. I've gone live because of the cracked screen. I was like, I'm looking at it. I can't see it. It's proper drawing me attention. All I have to do is block the sun and it goes away. Morning, Crit Cat. Morning, Sarah. Morning, Alan. So, let me get one of these open first. And the first one I want open is the guy actually explaining DeFi in his opinion, because it is actually quite a good one. If you go about try to find out everyone's different opinions on what decentralized finance actually is, it's just a financial instrument, financial network, that isn't governed or owned or controlled completely of any one entity, government or institution. XRP is a DeFi network. Make no mistake of it. They're not shouting it out as one. They're not advertising it as one. Apparently, you're only DeFi if you're on Ethereum these days. That's what a lot of people are saying. But to have it right, decentralized finance is just a financial instrument and network where you don't need a third-party institution. You can peer-to-peer. Bam, straight through it. Bitcoin comes to 51%. Who's in charge of it, done it, and then people will argue that there's someone in charge of Ripple or in charge of the XRP and rah. So basically, Gerard Politz, Entrepreneur Leadership Network partner at launch team, he's done an article on how DeFi will reshape financial services. So I'm going to fly through this further. We're going to see a coin that's absolutely ridiculous, mate. Might actually make my own token. If you've been an active or casual participant in the blockchain industry, you've likely heard of decentralized finance or DeFi. The industry is on a rampage with more than 4 billion in assets locked up in DeFi projects. Currently, the DeFi industry is growing by nearly $500 million per week. I want to say that again. Currently, the DeFi industry is growing by nearly $500 million a week as investors and entrepreneurs find refuge in a financial system that is not tied to any government or corporation. Arguably, even more interesting is the movement of institutional investors and traditional finance professions to DeFi as a way to break free from what is often considered to be an outdated and insular financial system. This is where the current DeFi movement is being powered by Ethereum. Okay, which offers an open and permissionless system that is easily available to everyone. This interoperability helps companies scale products by easily leveraging other innovations in the industry. As the industry matures, more resources will be allocated to build DeFi solutions. Currently, there are a handful of exciting developments and projects either recently launched or launching soon that have DeFi community excited, and for good reason. Community involvement is at the core of DeFi and one of the leading advantages over the traditional financial service markets. Entrepreneurs should keep DeFi on their radar as the industry matures and continues to attract significant capital investment. To learn more about the current applications of DeFi, here are some of the fintech verticals being disrupted by decentralized finance. Yes, sir. Morning, steady Eddie from us. Good eye, mate. Good to see you all. Morning, Mark. CryptoCat. Mornings. So, financial data. Distributed ledger is all about data, really, isn't it, though? Data within financial markets are controlled by a small group of stakeholders that control pricing, access, or what kind of data is being provided. In the US alone, the industry is estimated at 15 billion, but only a handful of players control it. Decentralized finance will help democratize data, how data is sourced, how it's presented, and create a reward system that incentivizes market participants. Interesting. One company, DIA, is a Swiss no-profit. DIA, a Swiss no-profit, is aiming to become the open source Bloomberg for both crypto and traditional finance. Its platform uses crypto-economic incentives to drive a supply, share the use of transparent crowd-verified price data, and oracles on finance and digital assets. Using DeFi, DIA will provide financial institutions with an immutable and verified single source of financial market data for any market and asset type. This will ultimately help alleviate the problems seen currently with financial markets data providers around the world. Let's just, while we're on that, think about CoinMarketCap and the way we're just all agreeing that that's the aggregate price of all the cryptos, and we don't even really truly know if it is. Have you looked at the algorithm? Have you tested it? Have you made sure it's right? We all look at CoinMarketCap and it's like, yeah, Bitcoin's 11.5K. It's like, well, is it though? Is it though? Is that legit the price? I know it is on the all exchanges and all that, but people do actually say it's suppressed, it's manipulated, its true value is actually higher. Interesting. Smack that like, people. Got that M Grimes. Got that, mate. Good morning, June. Morning, Andrew. Lending. Everyone knows I'm trying to kind of lend as much cash as I can while I can, but I think that system needs to die. I don't think people should be able to borrow money they haven't got, that they can't collateralize, or they can't put something up for it. It's different when they're giving you a mortgage or buy a house where you've got the house they can take off you. You buy a car on finance, you've got the car they can take off you. When you have an asset and a property that is there that can be taken, then yeah, credit can be given. But just throwing cash at people who can't afford to pay it back is naughty, and it's partly the reason that some people are in the places they're in. Not nice waiting them 6 years for that CCJ to go away, is it? We're so early, jump into this DeFi thing and make some money. Well, Mark, stick around, mate, because I'm thinking we make a coin, bro, and I'm not even joking. I'm legitimately not joking, mate. Wait till the next fucking story, mate. What? Yeah, let me fly through this, because I actually want to get to that. DeFi lending is based on the benefits brought by the Ethereum blockchain, which allows for transparent and secure protocols to source and secure funds that are incentivized with various crypto rewards. DeFi is seeing innovations such as no collateral loans, compounding interest rates that are much higher than traditional banks, and P2P lending that helps eliminate intermediaries that operate their business around fees. DeFi lending is currently seeing massive growth as companies leverage the industry's composability, which allows applications to integrate and build on top of one another, creating a vast network effect. This open source approach helps promote innovation and encourages healthy competition, something that the cutthroat financial services industry desperately needs. Stock market crash, mate. Ooh. I'd say soon myself. I'd say soon. Very soon. Very soon. If it's not happened by like the beginning of next summer, it's got to happen soon. So the next one up, Decentralized exchanges, DEX, are one of the most important innovations in the blockchain industry, as users are always in control of their funds, which are stored in external wallets. This alleviates the risk that comes with depositing crypto into exchanges, which can lead to losing all of your funds in case of a hack. Now, some people would rather have the funds on an exchange you know we're going to pay out within a hack, because if it gets robbed, it's paid out, it's insured. If you have it on your own wallet and it gets robbed, then check with your house insurance, guys. Check with the house insurance. Excuse me. In the past 30 days, decentralized exchanges have processed over $537 million in transactions and are currently taking market share from more traditional centralized exchanges. As more traditional assets become digital assets, it is safe to assume that these will eventually be tradable on exchanges that are decentralized. Naturally, regulatory hurdles could make this a delayed process, but industry experts are confident in the power of DeFi with how we control the assets. Do you know what that's just reminding me of? Remember the video I did on Friday that not a lot of people liked because I said Bitcoin blockchain adoption and maturity is going to take years? Well, it got banned and blocked, mate. Got banned and blocked. You don't like the truth, did you, mate? Don't like the fucking truth. Warner Brothers claiming it's fucking CNN News fucking segment, mate. They blocked it. Blocked it. So everyone who's running the mouth on Friday trying to tell me that I'm crazy, that it's never going to take that long, blah, blah, blah. Well, it got blocked for a reason, mate. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's all. When I start getting, when I speak nothing but my opinionated truths and link it to current technology that's took longer than anyone even realized, then it gets blocked. Jesus. Bit of transparency for you. Asset management, number 4. Almost done with this one, and we can go to the ridiculous asset that's bumped about 60%, even though it's shit. When thinking about asset management, DeFi offers distinct advantages. According to a DeFi rate, these benefits include non-custodial ownership of assets, composability to seamlessly plug in DeFi products with other products, automation, global access for financial inclusion, and anonymity. Fucking mouth hates that word, anonymity. The one potential downside that users are completely responsible for their funds. There are no safeguards to protect funds that are lost in wallets or sent to the wrong address. This is not for everyone. But the good news is that DeFi products are evolving at a rapid pace to become more user-friendly and educational to help teach people how to properly manage their assets within the industry. Insurance, number 5, the last one. As mentioned in the last point, there are no automatic safeguards or custodians to protect users against user errors. Thankfully, there are DeFi insurance products that can help mitigate risk. This insurance can be applied to pools, personal wallets, and smart contracts that use to pool money for lending and staking. Interesting. Currently, there are nearly 10 DeFi insurance providers that are all helping to create an ecosystem that is based on transparency and accessibility. Their goal is to eliminate costly traditional insurance agencies that run as monopolies over certain sectors and make insurance more affordable and flexible to both institutional and casual users. The disclaimer for the article: this article is informational and should not be used as investment advice. Please consult your financial advisor prior to participating in or investing in any blockchain. Right, this article has a personal relationship with DIA and used this relationship to source insights for the article. Nice little disclaimer at the end. You don't usually get that. So, what's the other story? We're making a DeFi token, guys. Warren Buffett buying gold, CEO. Sold $3 billion on Amazon. Oh yeah, the CEO of Amazon. It's all right for Jeff Bezos to sell Amazon stocks. Don't mean Amazon's fucked, does it? Jed McCaleb sells some XRP though, and that fucking asset's fucked. It's the kind of world we're dealing with now. It's the kind of world we're dealing with, guys. Do you know? Is it JP Morgan and Chase? Was it Chase? They sold I want to say 6 billion. It's not 6 billion, it's 6 million in MoneyGram assets. MoneyGram shares. They sold 6 million. Let me get that up quickly. It's interesting. They still own more of MoneyGram than Ripple, but they sold some of the shares, and it'll just give people the opportunity to just be like, oh, they don't like it. So MoneyGram shares. Oh, so JP Morgan it says as far disclosing ownership of shares for MoneyGram International. Someone. I fucking saw it this morning. Who was it? I don't want to rate you fucking app. Chainlink developer turns red hot. I saw that one. Money market. I saw that one. Values. Oh, that's a goner now. Oh well. Right. Completely valueless. Completely valueless. YFI token rises by 53% overnight. YFI, the governance token for Yearn.finance, has boomed over the past 24 hours. YFI, the governance token for Yearn.finance, continues to rise. In the past 24 hours, it's risen by a staggering 53%. From lows of $4,198 to highs of $6,435. And all of this for the token. Get ears open, guys. Listen to fucking this. And all this for the token described by its team as completely valueless, zero supply token. I'm going to say that again. A token described by its team as a completely valueless, zero supply token. According to the blog post on June 17, we reiterate it has zero financial value. Yearn.finance, a decentralized finance protocol that lets users earn interest on cryptocurrency deposited within its smart contracts. According to the metric site DeFi Pulse, Yearn.finance is the 6th largest DeFi protocol, with $585.3 million wrapped up in its smart contracts. $500 million. YFI is a governance token. It rewards depositors for using the protocol, kind of like a loyalty scheme. Also lets holders vote on the future of the network. YFI came out at the end of June. Other large DeFi protocols, including Compound and AAVE, followed with their own governance token, which also soared in value. In fact, the whole of DeFi boomed after these governance tokens took off. As of August 16th, $5.95 billion is locked in DeFi smart contracts. When YFI launched, just $1.68 billion was locked up in DeFi. YFI's rise is its second this week. Between Monday and Tuesday, YFI rose from $4,500 to $5,800, an increase of 30%. But today's rise could be YFI's largest yet. Oh my days. When are we making a fucking token? I don't know what. Don't ask me. Zero supply. What's going on with that? So let's go and have a little search, mate, because I don't fucking know. CoinMarketCap. Again, like one of the first points in the first article, data, financial data. Am I getting the correct data? Daniel, what's happening, mate? Tune in later, Daniel. I appreciate it, mate. I appreciate it. YFI. Come on. Come on, are they taking the piss? They've made a second one. Do you know what? They thought, fuck it, we've made that much. Oh shit, I can't unplug that. I'm below 15%. You ain't gonna see shit. Gotta keep that mudder plugged in. Oh, come on, charge me, baby. Do you know when you charge these start messing up? Oh no! This is why some people just don't go live, because it just doesn't go according to plan sometimes. Mate, can you see that? I don't know whether that's zooming in, but the top one, the blue one, is Yarn.finance. And then they got Yarn.finance 2. He just called it 2. What? Morning, Steve. Right. I need to 6,8 now. It's up 10%. Last 24 hours again. It's just going. It's getting ready to run, that, isn't it? It's gone, man. It's fucking gone. Like, it was like, yo, this shit token, we told everyone it's not even worth anything, and it's fucking mooned. Make another one. What should we call that? I don't give a fuck. Just put a 2 on the end, mate. Don't give a shit. Just get it. Your finance 2 hours. Get another fucking token out, mate. Have you seen what it's gone up? It's not even worth anything. We told them it's not even worth anything, and it's still going up. How do you make a token tell people it ain't worth shit? It ends up worth $6,000. What the fuck are we doing, guys? Like, well, honestly, real talk, what we're doing? Why have we not made a decentralized finance community coin? Why have we not made a decentralized finance community coin on Ethereum all together, collectively? We need to do it. So get in the inbox, get in the comments, get on everything, let's start making our own project. I'm not going to let another one of these happen while we're not at least trying to get our own fucking token out there. I'm sick of seeing institutions and people who are already in decent positions just taking a piss out of people who are trying to get in decent positions. Well, no, we need to make a token, and the people who were initially involved can either have it for free, it's just distributed for fucking free, and then we'll start selling it. Not free ICO. What I'm saying, like, no, don't pay the ICO. We'll just fucking give it you, or whoever makes it just gives it us. We've all got it then, and then we start sending it and trading it. Seriously, Yearn Finance. What exchanges? Apologies that I'm slow. Market pairs. Oh shit, it's on. Oh damn, it's on Binance. It's on BKEX, MXC, Uniswap. Oh yeah, it's on a few, mate. Polynex, Holbit, Hol, Coinex, Balancer, Gate.io, Holbit, Hotbit, Bitbox, Probit, Bamboo, Dex.blue. Yeah, it's yeah, but it's on Binance. 6,800, mate. There's only 30,000 of them. YFI, there's only 30,000 of the coins. So a market cap of 206 million. Like, fucking hell. Back to charts. I want to see it because mate, come out in June. You taking the pit? This come out at 0. If this comes out at fucking 0, well, Eli, we could do it, say 20k, 20,000 coins. So at least like one. There's 17,800 subscribers on this channel. If I was to give every single one of them a full token, like one token, we'd need at least 18k of them. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, maybe like 18, 20, 30k coins is a decent amount to have, but I don't know the numbers, but Let me just do that. And yeah, it's 0, 2K, 4K. Historical date. Oh, this is gonna right. Historical date. I've got to do it. I've got to do it. I've got to go to the birth of it. I need to see it. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. 1,000. It come out at 1,000. So come out with a $30,000 market cap, right? And the first couple of days it had dipped to $700 per coin, and then over the next few days it just rocketed to over 3, and it's barely been below 3 since. When I mean, this is one of them now where what do you do with that? What do you do with that information? Do you just like go and buy some? Do you stick a Fibonacci retrace on it? Do you just buy a little bit and accept what happens? Absolutely crazy. The 24-hour volume is 38 million US dollars. It's community coin, June. Community coin, DCOM coin, DCOM coin, decentralized community coin. For the community, for the people who were here now innovating in it, who were getting left behind by projects on the fucking side, or have missed out because of no ICO, fucking adverts. Do you know what I mean? It's I just think, right, it's interesting how there's a lot of talk of decentralized finance going on, and decentralized being the key word, and not controlled or blah blah blah, an entity or corporation being another key phrase, and then seeing a new company or corporation get extremely rich off DeFi, and you sat there like, are you sure you get the definition of decentralized finance, mate? Because you're looking like you're monopolying it yourself, bruh. Like, you just are. And this is where it's hard now, because we are positive about DeFi. We do want DeFi. We want a decentralized system that we can lean on. Yes, some people are still going to want the banks and the insurance and all that, but other people want to be their own bank and want control of it. And we need to know that it's actually a decentralized system. And again, we can sit back and be like, yeah, well, I want to make a coin, a decentralized coin that will eventually gain value, and I'm going to make money off it. But again, I would want to give, most of the ICO away so other people made money on it, and not a company. Scott Pratt make a little bit, Dave make a little bit, Steve make a little bit, Ian make a little bit, his kids make a little bit, everyone makes a little bit. I'm sorry for the people who not in at the moment, try fucking helping you rubbed it in my face. But for you guys watching me now through the camera, I want us to do something that actually matters long term. And yeah, like DCOM coin, mate, decentralized community. Like a Bollinger Band on it, just telling you, mate, like something's going on with that. Something's going on with it. And it's madness. It's absolute madness. Yearn.finance, I mean, it's up 11% against Bitcoin, 11% against Ethereum, up 10% against the dollar. In 24 hours, and that's after the 53% bump. Do you know what I mean? Swaps making you a killing, and DOS, nice. What are you doing, Seb? Cat's not in the house. So? Live on YouTube, mate. Fuck about the I'm gonna go and check the second coin out. See what it is. YFI. Yearn.finance. The second. I mean, that's $129, down 3%. Oh! Nosedive! This could be 6K in 3 weeks. Who the fuck knows? You know what I mean? Just don't even know anymore. Just don't know anymore. But there's the other one. Not doing quite as well as his brother. not doing quite as well as his brother there, mate. But the volume. Look at the volume. Do you know what I mean? It's like it's ready, innit? Defi Fomo is fucking real, mate. That's all I know. Defi Fomo is real. And seriously, I am 100% going to look into an ERC20 community coin. Not that will migrate to its own system in the end. We'll start getting white papers and all sorts together, and at the end of the day, we'll hopefully get a token out there by the end of winter. We'll see what happens. Yeah, a month ago, so I went, you know, good for you, John. Good for you, John. Nice, mate. But yeah, if you're interested in starting your own token, you can chase it down online. How to create an ERC20 token, how to create a TRC20 token on Tron Ledger or whatever. You don't have to necessarily do one on Ethereum. I mean, if you're smart enough to build your own XRP, I mean, you could go Solargenic way, couldn't you? Like, do similar to XRP. It's like, if you could call it an XRP fork, don't they? But they just like, I don't know whether it'd be better building at the side of XRP and ILP or building on XRP. Not really figured that side of it out yet. As seriously, when you look into networking and stuff like that, if you don't know current TCP/IP and stuff like that, you're gonna struggle to really figure it all out. I'm finding it easier to go back a little bit, smash my whole network, get all that in and get it all proper, start understanding TCP/IP a little bit more, port forwarding and stuff like that, and sharing your network with others. Excuse me. And then we can maybe like look into building a proper decentralized ledger on Hyperledger or something after that our token and ledger can sit on for good then. Yeah, we're making a token. 100% in the next 12 months, I'm making a decentralized community token. I 100% am. I just need to decide how it's going to be done. XRP utility fork maybe on top of XRP ledger. I'll speak to some developers, I'll speak to some coders, see how it can be done. That volume dropped like a stone last week. It was making nice swing trades around 78 mil volume, now at 30. Market barely moves. So you need to, this is the thing, Ollie. These market movers, mate, all sat on like 10 to 100 mil, mate, if not more. So what I mean, they're putting these big walls up and I'm removing them minutes later. And this is why the video on Friday, right? I'm fucking wounded. I'm pissed off it got blocked. I've actually disputed it, so because I'm not having Warner Brothers claim ownership of me sat in my car talking. They're not nah, mate. Didn't have the radio on or nothing. They don't own me speaking fucking words. No one does. It's like Sky TV coming in now and saying they own this video. I'm sat in my summer house reading the fucking news. No one owns this but me. Do you know what I mean? I'm getting sick of it. Get sick of a lot of things lately, but we just need to grind on. Doing Lord's work, doing the absolute work. Sucks not being a whale. Well, what I was getting at is when we finally get full adoption, global adoption, and it starts maturing, the machine-to-machine payments are going to wipe the floor with these motherfuckers when it comes to volume, mate. Right, people, you know what, right, let me get it back up. I want to highlight something now. You know, like 10% of a market is enough to move it in big enough order, sell walls and buy walls and that. 10% of a market would be big enough to move it. So we go back to market cap. So we've got 374 billion market cap. 374 billion, right? To make significant hitting that in one go, up to 10% of it. 34 bill. 34 billion. Yeah? 34 billion, 10% of the coin market cap. Yeah? It's a lot of money, ain't it? 340 billion is a lot of money. 374 billion, sorry, that's 37 billion. 10% make moves. Alright. A lot of money. 37 billion. Well, Warren Buffett alone at Berkshire Hathaway, whatever the fuck it is, has got 120 billion sat on the side to make him money. How many have the rest of them got? Right? They've got more than the market cap, right, of crypto. But now let's go and imagine Swift's daily volume and 10% of that to make that like massive dent and moving that. It's 5 trillion a day. 5 trillion a day. It's 5,000 billion. It's 5,000 billion. 5 trillion a day. 10% of that's worth more than the whole of crypto put together at the moment. It's 500. Do you know what I mean? It's when we talk about money that actually moves, when you do what Swift does a day, what the Fed do a day, what the Bank of England does a day, what the actual globe does a day, there won't be any fucking whales. Like, do you understand how rich a whale would have to be and how much risk? One thing, putting an order out there and then taking it back straight away, right? And manipulating orders and putting walls up that you're going to retract straight away, but if you actually didn't want the order to execute and it does execute, you've legitimately just burnt the shit out of yourself. But I find it quite interesting on when we talk about whales and we think about whales in a market, and I'm about to say only 370 billion, but I'm sorry, but 370 billion isn't that much compared to 5 trillion plus per day. Just isn't. It just really fucking isn't, guys. Like, there's not much sugarcoating to be had there, I'm afraid. Once we get to that point, I mean, I'm 5 trillion on a thingy, just knocks you sick, doesn't it? Million, billion, trillion. When you see the coin market cap of crypto at 500 billion total, then it's finally worth 10% of Swift's daily value. Like, put that in perspective. We need another 130 billion until it's worth 10% of what Swift moves a day. The whole crypto market, not Bitcoin, not XRP, not the top 10 assets, the whole fucking market. A V-chain whale. What would you consider a V-chain whale? It depends on a market, doesn't it, at the time? I think a whale, like I'm saying, would be someone who can move a market like 10% on their own. You can move a market 10% on your own, mate. You're a whale. Do you know what I mean? So it all depends on how much it would cost you to burn through the order books, I suppose, sending it whichever way you wanted to send it. So you'll have all the asks and all the bids, and like you'd be fulfilling them, wouldn't you? It's weird, mate. It's like if you had loads of money to just risk and you're just passing it to and from your mates at different prices, you could just push the market. And then in the end, we just split it in half and flood it back on the market to dump it. So if you put a high ask in, oh, you want to buy at this price, there's so many, and you're willing to buy at that price, and then I put a sell in for that amount that you want to buy, it's got to push it up to there, hasn't it? Because you've asked and I've given, I've supplied the demand at that price. So it's going to push it up. I then got an order in to sell a little bit higher, to buy a little bit higher, sorry, and you sell it me back. And then you've got the order in to go a little higher, and I sell it you back, and we keep throwing it to each other, boom, 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 as we climb the price up. I mean, you're talking doing this with like $10 million, it's not $2,000. You know what I mean? You're throwing millions of dollars to each other, and there's always a chance that someone else could come in and fill the order, and it's not gone to your mate. So there's, yeah, it's all right saying this in theory. This is just an example, metaphoric example. Like, obviously, it's going to be a little bit more difficult, but once you climb the price at the top, you split the assets in half and sell the fucking lot of them, bam, to the open market there. No matter whether it plummets or fucking not, you just drove the price all the way up, and then you just got rid of your assets at the top. It's check that buffer face fucking comment there. Diesel hounds a baby whale. Yay, yay. I'm not in work today, mate. I had a job last week. Did a bit of work for me mate. I've got a bit of networking work coming up, and I've got to work on the website and that. And we've got a lot of plans coming, to be honest. A lot of projects in the pipeline. We're going to be starting a couple. We're going to be doing a GoFundMe, a Kickstarter, a Patreon, and we're actually going to reach out for angel investment to get a HQ, a property, like an industrial unit somewhere in the Midlands, where people can invest in it and come, invest your time, invest your effort, your skills, your knowledge, a little bit of capital, whatever, but to work on projects together. We'll start an ERC20 token or build our own with someone else. We've got a lot of plans. Wireless Racer, we'll hopefully have a track there, and we'll have the RC cars flying about. We've got plans for a little data center, decentralized data center, so it's not like Google. It's all two centralized data systems. I'm getting sick of it. So I'm sick. Like I say, I'm sick of being in a decentralized space, and I don't see that much decentralization taking place. Look, that would make a good fucking t-shirt. But yeah, I want to create, like, you could say a little bit like XRPL Labs. Like, they've got their own little space now with their investment Offspring and that. I would like a community space in the UK Midlands for DLT Consortium and other projects to work out of that space. We'll be doing a Patreon that people can subscribe to monthly to actually see video progress of the projects you invest in. So the Patreon will be a little bit split. If you want to invest in Wireless Racer and the RC cars, we will have basically a Twitch set up daily of what's happening within Wireless Racer, what's going on at the track, what's going on, any white paper and roadmap information. It would legitimately be 24 hours. If you're interested in the data center, there'll be stuff on that. If you're interested in the ICO and the ERC20 token and any decentralized stuff that we're doing, there'll be content on that. So the content will improve. We'll have a HQ where people can come and join in with projects, get your own project off the ground. It's going to be good. Seb, What are you doing? So why are you dancing on the thing and all music? Where do you, mate? You know, my nephew just can't handle the cat. Morning, Sticky Bird. Love you, mate. Scott, what do you think of Bidio? I don't know. Nothing. Don't know about it, mate. Nothing yet. One sec, let me look, because I'm winding down. This ain't going to be no 3-hour flaming online this. I'm not going much past the hour. We've got 15 minutes left. Let me just get that before I miss it. Bidio. I can't even fucking spell. Is that supposed to be a coin, that? Give me coin names, man. You know I go to coin market cap. I don't want... What the fuck's Bidio? What... You taking the piss out of me, mate? Just trying to get me to say that fucking word. DAI typed stablecoin on Binance chain. Bidio was the first trustless stablecoin on Binance. Nah, I don't want nothing to fucking do with that, mate. The minute I hear stablecoin, it can fuck off. Stablecoin. Do you mean stable? No such thing as fucking stable. People need to stop using that, because I'm done with even looking at fucking stablecoin. So Tether's stable, yeah. You honestly think Tether's stable? Fuck's sake. There's no such thing as a stable coin, guys. There isn't. You think your dollar's stable? People think the dollar's stable. They think the pound's stable. They think the fucking Earth's crust's stable. We've never had an earthquake then, have you, mate? Never been in an earthquake? Or next to a fucking volcano? Because I'm telling you, mate, nothing in the fucking universe is stable. Not your token, not your fucking dollar, and not the ground you walk on. Ain't fucking stable. It's a DeFi ICO, Bidio. Apparently they're doing a crypto payment device with verifiable payments. Never know what these projects over there moving to the light. Is there a stable coin backed by gold? I don't know, mate, but it won't be a stable coin then, would it? It'd be a pegged coin, pegged to gold. No, like, gold's not stable. You think the price of gold's stable? How can it be a stable coin if it's pegged to gold? Backed by gold? It can't be fucking stable. Usa. Do you know what I mean, though? Do you know the solar system is not stable? It is to our time frame because the fucking Earth's going round all the time. But do you know the precession of the equinox? So the axis goes like that. It's not fucking stable, mate. It's not stable. Jesus, wet. Fucking crying up there thinking you actually hear it. Yeah, right. I mean, I'm not trying to shit on it by any means. I just literally say I stop at stable coins. By all means, go and do your own research. Go and look at it. Don't take my word for it. Take their word for it. Take the project information for it. BidioChain.com. I mean, decentralized finance and trustless stablecoin on Binance chain. Staking power. Many projects are already joining the Bidio ecosystem. Now TRX is available on Bidio Chain's DeFi ecosystem. It's secured by trustless Chainlink Price Oracle. Bidio is joining the Tron ecosystem, so TRX can be used as collateral asset in the future. Chainlink, Bidio, a decentralized stablecoin built on Binance DEX to use multiple Chainlink price reference contracts to create a liquidate CDPs based on aggregate market prices. This expands the type of assets that can be used to collateralize Bidio. Ontology plus BDAO. Let's do this. BDAO chain. Excited to work together. We are now proud partner of Telor Inc., which is one of the leading projects. Binance use BNB. With BDAO, you can get loans backed by BNB. Simply clicking a button. BDAO revolutionizes a $1 trillion market. Binance Labs incubated. We are Telor. Our price oracle. Interesting. BDAO plus quantum. Quantum. This means Qtum can be locked up in CDPs to generate the data. Don't know. I don't like the stablecoin aspect, puts me off. That term proper puts me off because it's legitimately like lying to people. It's like lying to people. I'm sorry, but saying to people, we've got stablecoin is fucking lying to people. It legitimately just is. It should be saying it's a pegged coin. It's pegged to something. It's going to remain the same price as that. Do you know what I mean? Our stable coins are as stable as a currency we cash out. Well, do you think pound's not stable, Bennett? So what are they talking about? What are they talking about? What is stable? What's a stable currency? Does one exist, mate? Because if they were stable, no one would be making money on Forex trades. Real talk. If currencies were stable, Forex traders wouldn't exist. You wouldn't be able to make money off currencies. You just wouldn't. If assets were stable, gold and commodities, you wouldn't be able to make money off them. The fact of the matter is you can, because they're not stable. They fluctuate in price. I'll learn. Mornings. I'm 100% not telling you to not buy that. Over 4 billion USD are circulating as stable coins. Just don't think. I know most people already in the crypto space are not looking at stable coins the way the terminology states it. I'm thinking of the masses, the general masses who are now being told that this thing's stable. I don't even sound like an investment. It doesn't sound like an appreciating asset that you can gain money investing in. That is to throw them off. In my opinion, it's to throw the sheep away from the investment. There's no point in investing in a stable coin. Why are they not all Forex investors? Because they think it's too hard to make money off it. They think it's too hard to get into it. Hardly anyone knows where to go. And if they do start on trading 212 with a dummy account, they burn themselves rapid. And everyone's going like, oh, stable this and stable that. Can't find an email address for me. There should be one in the about page of the YouTube. Is it not at love for crypto at gmail.com? Mate, what's YouTube? Don't do me dirty like that, YouTube. Let me go to my channel. My channel. Videos about. That's actually terrible. That's terrible. Very, very sorry that it's actually not on the about page. What the fuck? Scott. Love for crypto at gmail.com. Fucking hell. I'll sort that out when I'm in the house on a PC. We'll get that sorted. We'll make sure the email is relatively easy to find on Facebook and that, though. You should be able to drop us an inbox there straight away. As Ollie said, It is. I'm also on Instagram and Facebook. You can actually just get me on WhatsApp. If you want me on WhatsApp, go find me on Telegram. You just get my phone number and add me on WhatsApp. Just don't batter my phone out because you'll be getting blocked. Steve Coombs, man. Where's Steve Coombs? Like, where's Steve Coombs gone? I just don't think stablecoins are being marketed the right way to the general public. Let me end on this now, because I don't want people to think I'm a fucking idiot and don't realise that stablecoins are just pegged to another currency or another asset. So backed by gold would mean that you can't have more value in that currency than you currently hold in gold. The value of gold, i.e. 10 billion, is your market cap of your currency, which is then distributed as an IOU for the gold. It's what it used to be with the gold standard. You note want shit. Your note wasn't £20 worth of gold. It was an IOU for you to go and get £20. Your note still isn't £20. People walk around with a £20 note thinking they've got £20 in the pocket. Fucking idiots. Absolute idiots. Don't get me wrong, you can spend it as £20, but if you think that £20 note is actually £20, you're extremely ill-informed or just uninformed. It's an IOU. If it was £20, it wouldn't say on it, I promise to pay the bearer a sum of £20. If you're bearing £20, no one needs to promise you to pay you £20. You've got £20, haven't you? No, you've got an IOU that states he needs to pay you £20. Now, £20 coins might be £20 worth of metal. It should actually be £20 worth of scrap metal, whatever metal it is. It should be actually worth 20 quid. It's an interesting one. No, I'm saying XRP is probably going to be the biggest gainer of them all, mate. You've got to have it right. XRP will likely be the biggest gain of them all long term. By the time we get to 2030, pegged. They just need to know it's pegged. So it's pegged to the dollar. It's pegged to the pound. USDT is not a stable coin. It's pegged to the dollar and as closely as it possibly can be. Sometimes it's worth 99 cents. Sometimes it's worth $1.01. It fucking moves up and down. It's not stable, but it's pegged as close to a US dollar as it can be at any given time. It's interesting. Silver, gold, platinum, gold. Do you know when we actually start traveling through space, the value of gold is gonna go off, mate. Gonna go off. It's radiation shielding. That is its main use case in the universe. Not fucking jewelry. I know your rings look nice and you like them and that, but no, the universal use case of gold is to reflect radiation. It will be worth an incredible amount in the future. You might even lead. Now, lead absorbs it. I don't think you really want that on your spaceship. You don't want to be absorbing it unless it's unless you have like mass X-ray rooms or some shit, because then you want it absorbed out the room, don't you? But yeah, getting a little bit off topic there, but gold will be one of the most valuable assets on the planet in the future because we need it in space. People are, oh, we can't get through the Van Allen belt. Yeah, we can. Just wrap the ship in gold foil, mate. Straight through it, no danger. Any radiation will just bounce off. Put gold in the windows, gold in here, gold there. Mate, have you seen the fucking astronaut visors? What colour is it? Oh, thank you. It's got gold visors, mate. When they're in direct sunlight, they put the gold visor down, otherwise they're fucked. You get burnt off radiation, mate. Simple as, you get fucked up. And that is from ionizing shit. It ain't no 5G. Ionizing radiation, mate, is going to blow your fucking DNA apart, mate. tear electrons from atoms and shit. It's not the kind of fucking place you want to be. Stablecoin best trusted used. Oh, used to be worth £20 of sterling silver. How much is that worth today? £20. I mean, stable coins are used to swing trade, to day trade. Obviously, they've got a use for that. But guys, how many dollars do you lose on an $100 million swing trade, right? If you came out at the top, so you sold out at the top, 10 billion. I'm throwing out random numbers here, but $1 billion. You sold out of an asset at the top. You sold $1 billion of them for Tether. You sat on $1 billion in Tether, and it's at $1.01. By the end of the night, when you want to sell that back into another currency on an asset, it actually went to 99 cents. It dropped 2 cents. What's 2 cents times $1 billion? What's the right few grand there, aren't you? Was that stable? Was that a stable fucking swing? Seriously, like, it's fucking, I know it's, like I say, I know it's drastic. It's a bit ever going that far. But if you had $1 billion, and it literally dropped 2 cents. It's 20 mil. Is that a good... Was that stable? And I know no one's gonna like, we're at extreme numbers here. No one's really gonna sell $1 billion. No one's really gonna, who the fuck am I to say no one's gonna sell $1 billion? You wouldn't expect someone to sell $1 billion's worth of digital assets at $1.01 Tether and then be going back in them assets later on, and it's only at 99 cents Tether. He's lost 20 million in value. He's lost 20 million in value. People, like, that is a $1 billion account on a 2 cent movement, mate. No, like, with some of us are sat on million accounts. You got like, oh, you got $1 million bucks, you got $1 million CSC. Oh, if it just gets to a cent, it's 10 grand every cent. Well, these motherfuckers, it's like a fucking 10 million every fucking cent, mate. Jesus, wet. 10 millicent. I'm processing that. Try to process it. Morning, Joshua. I do old XRP and the old VeChain and we old CSC. No, Alan, they do that, but sometimes sometimes you're only waiting fucking 3 hours for it to come back down and you buy back in. Other times you're waiting 3 weeks. Do you know what I mean? It's like if you'd have sold in January, you could have waited a couple of weeks and got a little dip, or waited till March and got the lowest of the year so far at 3k Bitcoin. Do you know what I mean? So it's all, yeah, it's the length you wait's, yeah, it's a little, it is dodgy. There's a lot of risk. So if you're paranoid about how much you're actually risking and that, you're probably not ready to do it yet. Day trading is not for everyone. Danny Britton, Indy Kilo, Torre, some people smash it. If you want trading courses, get on to us and we'll put you on to people. We'll put you on to Indet and Danny. You do legitimate trading courses, not just shouting calls out. They do workshops where they get people in. Well, Danny does online courses at the moment and Indy does workshops. So if you're interested in being a trader, by all means, but it's not for everyone and it is stressful and you do get paranoid. You're not wrong there, Alan. You're not wrong, mate. Oh, damn right, Yorker. Once you're on the big dough, it's relatively easy, isn't it? To be say, oh, how easy would that be? How easy would that be? All you have to do is put $1 billion down, and you get 10 mil every cent it moves up. Yeah, you do. You also lose 10 mil every cent it moves down, mate. You know, there's people crying, nearly tearing the fucking balls off to sell them in China, right? Because they've lost fucking 500 quid on a 10% dip or some shit. Like, legitimately imagine looking at it, 1 cent down, and you're down 20 mil, or you're down 10 mil, sorry. 10 fucking mil off a cent, bruh. Fucking you shitting me. Are you shitting me, Ola? Like, what, mate? Yeah, I said it to Dave at the meet-up the other weekend. I said it would have been relatively easy at the start of the year to just put an order in at 9k to buy some Bitcoin and then sell it at 11k. And then have another order in to buy back at 8k and sell again at 10.5. And have another order in to buy at fucking 8.5k. Imagine you'd have put the March order in at 3k and it went down there. This is what some of them do. Just fill a pot, and you look at an asset and say, right, I don't give a fuck, but if that ever gets back down there, I'm going in. Set the order. Set the order. And that is where people will be like, oh yeah, but then I could end up sat in the tether and it never buying in. And like, well, buy it now then. Either set the order or buy it now or shut the fuck up, because you can't have it all every way you want it. Like, you just can't. You can't have chocolate fudge cake and a meringue in the same fucking cake. Just no. You're two different fucking cakes, and you're likely going to eat them at 2 different times. Some things just don't fucking go together, right? People, it's all ooh. Yeah, mate. All I mean is you can use the interest on that billion to trade them, mate. Yeah, fucking interest, eh? Interest is bullshit. Another thing that just needs to fucking die in it. Money from nothing. Fucking interest. You shouldn't have interest. You know what I mean? You know what my interest is? A fucking level playing field for everyone. Yeah, them Saudi guys. Makes you wonder what you'd do if the suitcase was there, wouldn't it, mate? Fucking hell. It's unthinkable, some of the shit I'd do. $1 billion was there in a suitcase, mate. Fucking shit. You'd do things you never imagined you'd fucking do, mate. Not real talk. Anyway, back to the wind down. DeFi and our projects. Stay tuned for the Kickstarter, the GoFundMe, and the Patreon. You will get perks from investing and getting involved. Get in touch with me if you've had a project or a business or an idea that you want to get off the ground, but you haven't had that place. You need an industrial unit where you can use a room, or you need to do this, or you need a few more people to help you with a project. Get on us. Don't need to tell me your idea. I don't want to steal your idea. Want to bring you on board into the consortium and give you a place where you can work on your project. We want the community to come together, put in anything and everything we can in. I will likely go on the Kickstarters and GoFundMes myself and put some money in when I can, because I'm sick of seeing, mate, I'm not having a DeFi fucking token that the creators themselves say has no value and it reaches 6k a fucking coin. Not letting shit like that pass me by anymore, mate. We've got to make strides. You know what I'm like. You know what I'm like by now. You know what I'm trying to get you all to do, to turn hobbies into revenue, just to break away from the fucking grind that we don't like. Some people will sit grinding 100 hours a week on a fucking game because they're enjoying it. No one wants to work 100 hours a week for some knobhead boss. You just don't. But you play a game for 100 hours a week because you enjoy it. If you enjoy your work as much as you are enjoying entertainment, is it really fucking work? That term, work. Or what do you work as? Well, I don't work. I earn. I just live and earn. What do you mean work? Work. I just live and earn off things I like doing. Wouldn't it be great if everyone could just say that? Oh, what do you do as a job, mate? Well, what do you mean job? You know, how do I earn value? I just live, bring other people value, so I get value in return. It's fucking hardcore, Alan, and it's got to change. Yeah, if you try trading off one device, it's fucking hard. You're likely, it is better with multi-screen, no doubt, no doubt. Not only that, Alan, you'll get time as they get older and they start thinking. I was having a conversation with Seb the other day about how he could be making drones when he's older. And he's instantly like, oh, we could make a drone like this and it could have hands on it that gives people packages. He's already thinking about delivery drones. He's 6 years old and he knows it's coming. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, make no mistake, sooner or later, they'll be able to help you something like that. But, yeah, big things be happening soon, not just with love for crypto and DLTCONUK Limited, but with the love for networking and technology. Wireless Racer is getting in on it. I think Chris and his Cyberpunk brand will probably want in on it. Speak to Danny Britton and Inda about possibly running some workshops from there for people to be to basically learn to trade. We'll set up a decentralized data center and get some decentralized projects on the go. I actually want someone who works in real estate to come in and to start building an app linked to Interledger Protocol and XRPL where we can start putting our houses on it. It doesn't even matter whether your house is for sale or not yet. Just document your house, and then when it is for sale, it's a smart. The ownership of the house is on that platform in smart contract form. It's got the deeds there. It's got all the information one could want if they was purchasing the house. Then in the future, maybe you actually sell your house on the platform for XRP, or just an asset swap with ILP in the middle. This is why we need to be in the HQ. We need a community HQ where we can do projects from and join in on this DeFi Fomo hype. You know the script. Yeah. If you don't want to work with other people and it doesn't sound like your thing, that's fair enough, but keep grinding yourself and keep moving towards your own dream. Stop working on someone else's dream. Start working on your own. If you feel it's too late for your own, start working on your kids. If you are going to work on someone else's dream, make sure it's not your boss. Make sure it's someone you love. Yeah? Wishing health and happiness to you and all the people you love. Invest in yourself. Time is one of our biggest investments. Make sure you're happy with the return on your investment. Make sure you're happy where you invest your time. Yeah. I really appreciate you all coming in, watching the live. Give it a cheeky thumbs up to help share it about. Get it shared, thumbs up, subscribe. more content coming, more network data coming, more network information coming, more DLTCON information coming, more Kickstarter, GoFundMe, and Patreon coming. You guys, you just know I've not wanted to do a Patreon just for these kinds of videos. There's no point in it. I've not done another GoFundMe since we funded the PC, although we now need a bigger machine to run XRP validators and stuff. So we kind of need a new GoFundMe to get another machine. We kind of we need angel investment to get an industrial unit and a HQ where we can film content for projects, which is what the Patreon will be about. It will bring value. And not only that, there will be a free ICO along the lines, which will then hit exchanges and we can all sell them. So yeah, as Pablo says, have a blessed weekend. I look forward to your email, June. Again, if you're struggling to get hold of me, just find me on Telegram, Twitter, Insta, I know you're not on Facebook, even LinkedIn. There's quite a few platforms you can find me on. Or you can 0737. No, I'm not even going to do it on there. That's findable. Find me on Telegram, you can get me number. No danger. I legitimately almost read my number out then, and I might as well, but then that's too easy. Go and get it on Telegram. Guys, enjoy what's left of the week. It is Monday, all right? Actually not the first day of the week on the official calendar. That was yesterday. Another reason why we're fucked and we shouldn't really be working Monday to Friday. You should just, yeah, I'm going to end up waffling. I'm going. I will, Alan, mate, I'm trying to schedule and all that, but with, like I say, I can't fund my life yet outside of manual labour. So I occasionally have to fuck off of manual labour. Otherwise, I would have more time. It's a fine line, man, and we need to invest this time the right way. So bear with me. I will be doing more consecutive live streams soon regarding the home network stuff. I absolutely love it. I just wish I had more money to spend on it, honestly. If you can just spend a good $2,000 on your own network and security, fuck me, enterprise level, mate. More on that very soon. We love crypto. We love the idea of DeFi. We're not sure about the FOMO and the buzz around it at the moment. It seems a little bit dodgy, but we love the idea of it. We love XRP. We love ILP. And we love you. Until the next one, peace out. Thank you for tuning in.